co-host EA. Did y'all miss us? Because I definitely missed y'all. You missed me on air.
Miss us.
I missed y'all. Y'all might not miss me, but I just wanted to let y'all know I did miss being on air last week. But EA was taking care of business, baby. Yeah. Making moves. Yeah. That's what it's all about. So sometimes, you have to slow down and do other things.
That's true.
And come back to come back to the other things. But sometimes when you're making big moves gonna take you to other places, and you have to take those opportunities. So sometimes when we're not on air, we taking care of business. So but
Absolutely.
other than that, we'll be here entertaining our audience, and so I don't see anybody on the chat, but I had a pretty good weekend this weekend. I don't really think I really did too much. I took my grandkids to school shopping, and I really haven't done that in a good while. I really took the kids to school shopping with them with me instead of just picking stuff up and taking it home. Because my grandkids, they getting older, and they be on my grandson. Let me tell you about my grandson. So he wants some dunks. Now I don't know what dunks are. You understand what I'm saying?
You gotta get him the dunks.
He said, Grandma, I want some dunks. So I said, okay. And then I looked up how much dunks was. Now, see, this is the problem with me getting him some sneakers that cost $350. He's 10. In 5 minutes, he can't fit them.
But wait, let me ask you a question. Where did you see him at for that? Because
I seen him at this place called the Sneaker Boutique. But I looked him up online first.
All right, all right, that's crazy how you talk about sneakers. Because I was with the young boy, Hottie, yesterday, and it's my first time seeing Los Angeles, the sneaker store.
Okay, where's that at? That's here?
They got a couple of them. They got one up in near up City Line Avenue way. I forgot the area. And they got one up oh my goodness. Well, anyway, gloss.
Yeah,
but
gloss.
it's Los Angeles.
Okay.
But they got every kind of old school sneaker that you want.
Okay. So they
From
got
Jordans,
Adidas, and all that kind of stuff.
They more got the Nikes, the Jordans,
the styles.
All the styles.
Okay.
Yeah, they more. But some of the sneakers go for $700, $800, $1,000, $400, $500. So when you get into those kind of sneakers, some of them are. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say worn before.
They're pre-owned.
Pre-owned. They have a different phrase that they use for the sneakers.
Consignment.
Yeah, whatever they say. No, that's more like
vintage or something like that. Used basically, but fancy word.
I was really amazed by some of the sneakers that took me back in our childhood, because we really got to experience the first Jordans.
Exactly.
We wore them when it was coming out. Yeah. We ain't got to go try to find them.
When it was only $80 and $100, and they was cheaper. Right.
We had them. We didn't have to go search for them like the young boys now that really, we lived those. I tell them, I say, I can show you pictures where I had all them Jordans on.
Right.
I can go to Flicks. I ain't got no baby pictures. That's the only thing I don't have, is baby pictures.
Right.
So I say that to say, if the sneaker is not like a retro sneaker and it's being sold exclusively right now, far as if it's an Adidas, a Nike, or whatever designer, whatever brand name, it's not going to cost that much. When you're looking for a sneaker that is a retro sneaker that is no longer active or available, and someone has it for sale, whether they redid the sneaker over, that's when you're going to pay all that money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They reconstructed it basically.
Yeah. So it has a sentimental value to it.
Right.
You know.
I mean, I understand that, but see, my grandson, like I said,
I don't know what those sneakers are. What are they again?
So when I buy him some New Balances, the next week, they be looking trash.
What is the name of the sneakers he wants?
It's Dunks. He wants Dunks. They're Nike.
Like
and I seen some other sneakers that look just like them to me. And he was like, "That's not them." I said, "Oh well, listen, I don't know, hon." So
Nike Dunks. Let me see what them Johns. Oh, them Johns. Yeah, that's right. Yep, all the kids with
yeah, that's what
they all want them. See, but they only 188.
Oh, see, I didn't see that. What site is
the
that?
GOAT.
Okay, the GOAT.
I just Googled
That's
them.
a little better. That's a little better. I might can break that off.
128.
Oh yeah, I might can break that off, but not 350. What I was saying, 425.
No, see, you going on them boutiques.
No, I went on there. I went on Google, and that's everything that popped up was high.
Yeah.
Oh, they nice. That's cute. That's a nice one right
there. Yeah, that's always when you, while we talking about that, that's a little willpower information.
Yes, yes.
When you're searching something in Google or any search engine, always make sure you look at the source who's giving you the information. Just because it pop up,
hey mom,
does not mean that it's a reliable source.
Absolutely.
So, per page maybe 10 to 15 pieces of information. Each one is a source or a blog or a site that's giving you the information. Don't just click on it.
Don't just click on the first one.
Yeah. Like, that's why I remember when I first went to college, right? When I first went to college, I used to, like, the professors grinding up Wikipedia. I'm like, why they don't let you, do your information in Wikipedia? And it took me a little while to understand why colleges and professors don't like Wikipedia information. Mm-hmm. It blew my mind. It made me, but now, years later, I still say, no, y'all shouldn't denounce Wikipedia.
Right. Some information you can get, but I think when it comes to college, they really want you to research in books. When you do your bibliography after you do your essay, they want to see where you pulled this from. If you go on Wikipedia, it kind of like say everything right there.
Right.
You might not get everything you need if you just go to Wikipedia.
All right, D's,
I know because I was in college myself.
No, but you articulated great. Mm-hmm. You really did. You broke that down. You related that very, very well.
Yeah.
Very well.
Because see, what happens is, I know because I love to do research and I love to write. I'm a writer, so I love to write. And so when you research and stuff, when you pull out one book or when you go and see something from one magazine article, especially if you lose a magazine article, they're going to take you to another place.
Right.
To the book where they got the information at.
Right.
The mic's on? Because it sounds like the mic's on.
Yeah.
Like the books, like they got the information.
You got to turn your headset up if you want it up, if you want yours up.
I can hear on my headset.
Yeah.
All right, so what they do is they find information out of books. So if you get an article out of a magazine, that magazine went to a book and got that. They're going to source it. They're going to tell you where and then you're going to take that and you're going to go get
That's
that
true.
book.
I get it.
You understand what I'm saying?
No, I get it. You summed it up so good, so well that it's, I get it. To the third power, like,
yes.
That was really, really good the way you summed that up.
Yes.
Honestly, you really, really did. But get that boy them sneakers.
Yes.
Hey, I would say just always make some phone calls first. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Right. But now that
because that's, when a child asks you for something or they say, hey, mommy, daddy, aunt, uncle, hey, hello.
Right.
Get me this, get me that. You know what I'm saying?
He said, who's that, Raheem?
Hey,
Raheem.
He said something must be wrong with the mic.
Something going on with the mic. Yeah, he said the mic is distorted. Raheem, the gentleman, thank you so much. Thanks for tuning in.
What's up, Paul?
Yeah, so, I don't know, like, I guess like when felines came out, I wanted me a pair of felines so bad, and I went to Bach, right? So Bach,
talking about the felines.
Listen, Bach was a fashion show. Hey, Aunt Deb, and the felines came out. The ones, the first ones, they had the white ones with the navy blue. Then they had the navy blue with the red and white, and I wanted them joints so bad. My mom like, you getting these Cortez Nikes? She was not buying no felines. Like, and I now that I'm older and I see my mom raised 6 girls, okay?
Right.
She living in a project. She working her ass off, busting her ass, and now I want a pair of $70 sneakers. Now it's 6 of us.
Right.
Everybody not getting.
Turn my headsets up a little bit. Go ahead.
Can you hear better?
No, that ain't it.
This one?
Yeah.
So everybody not getting a felines. Like it's just
No,
not
that's
gonna
I
hit.
mean that's how I go.
And then when I start getting older, my little sister started getting shit. Like my mom bought my sister some Gucci's. Oh, I was mad. I wanted to protest her out that motherfucker. I said, you bought 3 people Gucci's?
Oh, she was up.
Oh,
up that
man.
day.
Thank you. Oh, man. But then I had to realize now that I'm an adult and I had my own kids, and sometimes you don't have it like that at that moment. But later on, you can do it. You understand? You understand
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
you might have a couple stacks. You can say, hold on, I'm
Right.
getting all my baby or something.
Exactly,
nice.
exactly. And by then, like I'm 5 years old, almost 5 years older than my sisters. So like I was moving out the house when they was just really like starting high school. So they was able to get, my mom got a job at the Rittenhouse. Like she opened up the Rittenhouse Hotel.
Oh yeah.
And when they first opened, and she like worked with like Oprah Winfrey, Anita Baker,
Right.
all kinds of people. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
She worked for Pat Croce. She was like his personal like housekeeper or whatever. And she did his condo. So she would get good tips. So she had, but at the time,
Mom
when
Dukes
you were a
is gonna
kid.
come up.
Yeah. Why they wanted like you said. Now they want it like you had it. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, but I learned now that I'm a parent and I'm a grandparent. That's why I try to explain to my granddaughter, because my granddaughter thinks she's supposed to have everything. She's not trying to hear nothing.
See, kids is more spoiled now.
She like, well, when your parents choose to have you, they supposed to be make sure that you is able to have whatever. I said, well, that would make sense.
She's right.
She's right.
Okay.
I said that makes sense. I said, but see, in the
Who told her that though? Who told her that?
No, because
Somebody told her that.
Social media, no doubt.
Oh, yeah.
Social media probably, because these kids, she's so smart. My granddaughter is so smart. She's very articulate.
Baby Shark ain't teach her that.
No, she's 13.
Oh, that's why. Oh,
she's
she
13.
passed Baby Shark.
She's 13, so she's coming into herself. So now she's looking like, well, and that's why she be like, I'm never having a kid.
Oh, no wonder. 13? Oh, yeah, she grown.
Yeah, she like, I'm just going to have a dog. So if my mom want grandkids, she better ask my brothers, because she's never going to get no grandkids for me, because you can't get nothing when you got kids. And when you watch her listen, she goes in. I said, you 13, so you think like that now, because you're a child. Now, you may not think like that when you grow. She's
going to have a child, be selfish Betty.
She is, oh, my goodness. She is a mess. She is a mess, but I love her, but she's so smart. So, so it was really fun, like taking my grandkids school shopping this weekend. We had a good time. We went to the mall, and my other grandson, Salim, he happened to come down because it was my youngest granddaughter, Phoenix. Mm-hmm. She turned 2. Mm-hmm. So Friday we went to Chuck E. Cheese for the birthday party, and my other grandson was there, my son's oldest son. So I got to keep him for the weekend. He hadn't been at my house for a while. So I had to take, take them all to the mall for the weekend. Yeah.
Kids like stretch your life out a lot.
Absolutely.
They really balance your life out, especially if you're one of them type persons that's not really active.
Right.
A child can really keep you active and keep you motivated and in shape.
My cousin Marie had her 60th birthday this weekend. Happy birthday, Marie, right? So this is how you could tell that kids keep you youthful. Because she has children, but she always had foster children as well, right? So she calls them all her kids. So they was doing a little dance that you love to do.
Yeah.
Yo, Marie was killing it. She backed her son all the way up into the wall. I said, okay, listen. And all I could think about was EA when she was there. She got him all the way down to the grass. Listen, she enjoyed herself. And so then I at the birthday party, when she was getting there, all I could think about was blick. That's all I could think about was EA the whole time. Was cracking up. She tore them up too. Listen, she did a good job.
Yeah, so good job.
But so
was her knees hurting the next day?
I don't know. I ain't talked to her. But one thing I know is, like you said, children keep having children around. It keeps you youthful. It keeps you in tune with all the stuff that's going on now.
No, it does.
You know what I mean? He said, I locked myself in the room with the PS5. He said, kids drove me crazy. I locked myself in the room with the PS5. That PS5 gonna drive you crazy too.
See, I can't play no games.
You gonna be watching what's that, Grand Theft Auto? So let me just tell you a little bit about my guilt, right?
Uh-oh.
My guilt. This is my guilt, right? Because I buy these games for the kids, right? And then after I buy the game and they playing Grand Theft Auto and somebody's getting run over and they get this, I'm like, was I really supposed to buy that fucking game? Like, now what I'm going to do, take it back, and then like, Grandma, we see it on YouTube. I'm like, woo. He said, nope, see? I should have listened to you right here. He said, nope, no GTA in my house. Woo, that thing is. Whew.
GTA. What's that? The name of the
Grand
game?
Theft Auto.
Oh, Grand Theft.
Oh
Auto.
my goodness, that thing is
Well,
something else.
Well, Grand Theft Auto is no worse than Call of Duty. Nowhere
Right.
near. Call of Duty is wicked.
That joint is wicked too.
Look, but I can see how it can manipulate a child's mind.
Right.
You can see how, because if like you said, I sit somewhere, I could be sitting somewhere and watch a kid play the game. Automatically, I'm like, damn.
Yes.
You was able to manipulate and shoot somebody like that in a game?
Right.
It can do something to the psyche.
And see, that's where it goes to. When you in a household, you have to make sure at all times that you're letting these kids know this is a game. You understand what I'm saying? You have to break things down, because even if I didn't buy them the Grand Theft Auto, they already had played the daggone game somewhere else. You understand what I'm saying? So I really wasn't really that familiar. I know the game, but I really don't know what's really on the game, because I actually never really saw it.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
But when you watched it, you seen
people
they
love
ran
that too.
over.
They played Minecraft as well. They played Minecraft and they played Roblox. They play both of them too.
How many books do they read?
They play that, and I definitely make sure I definitely got a little library in my house.
Yeah, I know you do.
You know, because I heard Dr. Umar Johnson say, this is how you judge. This is how you know something about a person. If you walk into a person's house and you don't see no books. If you walk into a person's house and you don't see no kind of reading material, he said that kind of gives you an idea of the people in that house. You understand what I'm saying? If you don't see no books, the kids don't have no books. Nobody. And now that I'm a, because I always had books. Like I'm a book junkie. I'm a reader, and I always buy my grandkids books. You understand what I'm saying? That's like one of the first gifts they always get from me is learning stuff. Mm-hmm. The other stuff come later, but the books is important, because when they minds developing from 1 to 5. Right. So everything you putting in them from 1 to 5, you want it to be solid.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So that was always big for me, like learning toys, colors. If they watching something on TV, it is watching something that's going to teach them things. You understand what I'm saying? Not just anything, because that builds the foundation. Because if you start them off right, not if you start a child off right, not too much can influence them outside of you.
That is true.
Not because I have been around people that did all kinds of that I didn't do. Drugs, hung out with them. People like, you hang out with them? But that's not who I am. You understand what I'm saying? Just because they doing that or they into certain things don't mean I got to be into that. You understand what I'm saying?
You got to be a real strong willpower person because influence.
He said no YouTube.
The influence is really, really, really crazy. People can get influenced very, very easily by being around wrong. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
For religion, drugs, sex, the whole nine.
I think that it is important that we don't always take everything that we learn and just regurgitate it back out to our children.
Right.
We take some of that what we learn, but I always feel as though you should expand on your learning. Like I said, I'm just a person that I don't go for one answer.
All right, you started elaborating. You started talking about how it's important that you make your children read books. And now let's be real. Do you think that if a child is more book smart, they're more smart, they'll be more smarter in today's world?
I think it's a meet in the middle, because you can't just have people know about books but then don't know how somebody might get over on you out here in these streets. It has to be a medium. You understand what I'm saying? You have to teach them, okay, you can't trust everybody, see people for who they are, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you pay attention to certain people and things, but they have to know the books too. Like with my granddaughter has, this year she turned 13. She's just going over to a friend's house.
That's how I see. That's
You understand what I'm saying? She's
right.
just going over, because why? Because I see the mistakes, some of the mistakes I made with my daughter. Like, I worked a lot, so she be like, can I go over so-and-so house? I'm at work, I call them, you know what I'm saying? But I don't really know what's going on. You understand? I'm at work.
It's always different.
So now that I have
it's always different.
Listen, now that I have the opportunity to work from home and be at home with my grandkids, it's like, it gives me, like, I won't necessarily say a do-over, but I get to be able to instill the things in them that I didn't necessarily have the time to instill in my children. You understand what I'm saying? So, and you learn, you grow and you learn as you get older.
You do.
You know what I'm saying? So now when
you definitely do.
Right, because kids will say, "Oh, my daughter be like, oh, mom, you wouldn't have never let me." Listen, because first of all, we get older. Grandmas ain't got time for that. Grandma shouldn't be the one that have to discipline no children.
Well, sometimes I
mean,
think
you supposed to. No. I'm saying to an extent where I got to pull out a switch, and because I never got that from my grandparents, because I listened to my grandparents. Now my mother and father, they might put hands on me, but my grandparents never had to do that. They never had to, like. My grandmother hit me one time, and you would have thought that it was like the fucking apocalypse. Okay. And my grandmother was looking. My grandmother was looking at me like, if this girl don't shut the fuck up, because I wanted something in the store. I remember, and I was spoiled, and she ain't have it that day.
See, but
you know,
and see at that, I can't. I think I was a little too young to be in a position to be able to get a whooping from my grandma.
Okay.
And they be memories sometime that you be wishing you have.
Right.
But I remember I got a whooping. See, we didn't get whippings. We did. We got whipped with sticks, belts. But the worst punishment, it wasn't too much of the belt. That was, but the standing up on one leg with the one arm up and all that was the worst punishment in the world.
You know what the worst punishment was me? If my mom used to give me long, and you in your room for a month. I'm about to die. In the summertime in the projects, they having block parties. My girlfriends used to come to my window and throw rocks and be like, oh my God, guess what happened on Wolf Street? And I used to be so, man, my mom got me in the house. Let me tell you, I got to the point where I said, this is how I'm going to stay the fuck out. I ain't even going to be the fuck home. So if I ain't home, I can't get in trouble for shit. So my best friend, Sean, her mom, I love her mom to this day, Miss Linda, I love her with all my heart. Miss Linda took me in just like a daughter, and she lived on my block, and she was a good people, so my mom ain't mind me being there. Well, I done fucking damn near moved in Miss Linda's house.
Miss Linda.
Miss Linda done taught me how to make pound cakes. Well, my grandmother taught me too, but Miss Linda used to have, you wasn't just going to be there. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that was how I got out. Because Miss Linda and my other girlfriend, mom, they used to, hang out a little bit together. So they used to be like, as long as we was respectful, we did what we supposed to do, you can hang outside. So I got to stay out there midnight when I was out there. I was like, what? And my girlfriend used to be like, you got to go in the house at 7 o'clock. And they used to be exaggerating because it wasn't 7. But my mom ain't play that shit. 10 o'clock, get the fuck in here. I don't give a fuck how old you is.
You have to be in the crib at 7.
Listen, my mom was playing. And my girlfriends used to be like, oh my God, you always got to go in early. So I said, fuck that. I'm just going to start staying over Sean's house. And this one, I'm always with Sean every single day anyway. Right. You know what I'm saying? He said, EA, we got beatings, not whippings. Right. And
we did.
So, and that's how I got to hang out and get to the block parties, be at the community center harassing. We used to be at the community center harassing people, shutting shit down. Funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was the good girls. We wouldn't let anybody do anything to us, so they ain't want us to come to the parties. They be like, y'all can't come in. We're like, what the fuck? You can't come in. Y'all fucking party.
Y'all ain't giving up no grind.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Listen, let me tell you a story.
We used to do that to the girls. Y'all.
Listen, let me tell you this. One time they had a party at the community center, right? And they had it, and my girlfriend mom used to have the keys she had the keys to the community center. So they having a party, they in there jamming. So we outside, they like, no, they said y'all can't come in. We're like, what the fuck? What you mean we can't come? Y'all let everybody else in. They said no, cause y'all be join, but they ain't say join. Well, whatever they were saying back then, we couldn't come in.
You know why? Y'all so my best friend
said, so my girlfriend said, she said, well, fuck that, fuck them. We gonna go get my mom keys. Fuck them. We going in there. So we went and got Miss Linda keys. We go in there. We sit down on the bench. Well, we shut the whole. They left, packed up the DJ. Everybody left. We were still sitting there cracking the fuck up. We was dying. They did not want to have that party with us in there, and they literally shut the party down and fucking left.
Yo, that's
We
crazy.
was in there dying,
They kicked
laughing.
y'all out.
No, we
Get
kicked
out.
them the fuck out.
No.
They the ones who, cause I wouldn't have let 3 people fucking shut my party down. Fuck that. I don't give a fuck if they was a pain in the ass or not.
Yo.
It's gonna be a party tonight.
Yo, so y'all was hating.
Yo, no.
Hey, Rod, that's something you did, Rod.
We
back
was
in the
not
day.
hating. See, the thing is, they used to call us the last Wilson Park virgins. Okay? Because we wasn't giving up nothing. We wasn't having it. We played too much. We were silly, laughing. But we hung up. See, but all the guys loved us. They didn't mind until the house party because they knew we was going to be like, oh my God, y'all nasty. They like, we don't want to hear that shit. Y'all is not coming to fuck in. Stay outside. Stay outside.
That's funny because I kept now ladies and all that.
Days.
Pineapple now ladies used to always get me to get girls to do the cheers.
The cheers.
What? Pineapple now ladies. Do the sexy Yachty.
Oh my God.
Do the spell Mississippi. Yeah. That was the days, boy.
Man,
I used to have crush
these
on
kids. I be feeling bad for my grandchildren because they spend so much time in the house. Now, Hamed,
no, they need to now.
I let him go out a little bit. What I do is I go check where they at. Like, there's a little boy right around the corner, got a little basketball court outside. His mom be on the porch. She was like, he good. And I go introduce myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm like on it. Like, I'm like, street light.
Yeah.
They like, it's not street light around this motherfucker. Get in here, because anything shit can happen without the street lights. But you take precautions. Like, I can't just keep the kids confined in the house all the time. The doctor said they need to burn some energy. Like, I think my grandson got ADD. She like, no, he need to go outside. Ain't nothing wrong with him. He need to burn off energy. When you was a kid, you probably spent most of your day outside. These kids don't go outside. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So they need to burn.
That's why they acting like they act now.
Like
flash mobs and all that.
Listen, I seen this. I watched this article on ABC in the Bronx today. Right? These kids is in this apartment building, beating the shit out of elderly people, just beating them up.
I couldn't watch
that. I didn't know. They didn't show it. They just showed the older people telling what's happening to them, like when they come home. Like one lady said they wanted to come in the hallway or whatever, smoke weed or whatever. So she, you ain't supposed to let nobody in anyway if they ain't got a key. And she said they beat her up so bad, kicked her in her face. She had a little cut. And I'm like, these fucking kids is out of control. We get mad, but we not about to be jumping no fucking old people. And these kids just like, God help these kids, like on some real shit. Cause I don't understand like what's going on with these children.
Cause y'all adults crazy.
Fucking maniacs.
Y'all adults is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
No, real rat.
For real.
And it's what y'all fed them.
And that too.
You know what I'm saying?
Because they don't teach us, like, if you feed your kids, like, red dye number 9 or whatever that is, and yellow dye, the stuff that Elijah Muhammad had in the book, Eat to Live. You know? We didn't all learn that book.
Have you still eating pork nowadays like Raheem?
Raheem, your name Raheem eating pork?
Yeah, his name. Oh, you don't want to know the half. Listen, it's 2022. Have you got any good brother name, sister, and you eat pork, you out of pocket, like Raheem.
Like
we going down south, right?
Your name Mustafa.
Now he's not from North. He used to live down North. He lives to live down Napa Street, Susquehanna. But he's from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Okay.
He went to South Carolina High, right? We on our way down there on one of my birthday weekends. We having a ball. Me, Shab, Fran, Brown, Rye. We meeting Rye's brother down there, Dougie. Who else was with us? I don't know if that was it. Make a long story short, we hungry as shit. We get down there, John. We talk about Islam on our way down. You know, Raheem asking questions. You know, he asking all these questions about Islam and I want to learn this, I want to learn that.
Mm-hmm.
So we starving now. We get deep into the South. First of all,
no
we get to when we get to the first part of Virginia, it was a Confederate flag on the left-hand side, one of the biggest flags I have ever seen in my whole entire life. First of all, I ain't been down south in many moons because I don't really fuck with the South. Like, I'm never, ever going down to deep south like Myrtle Beach, South Carolina with 5 black men ever again in my entire rest of my life. Ever.
Was they staring at y'all giving y'all
So, we hungry. Yeah, because it got real. When we seen that, everything got quiet for a minute in the car, like, oh, shit.
Right.
So, we ride down there. We see this joint called Piggly Wiggly, which is big in the South. Now
it's
I know.
A market.
So Piggly Wiggly, right? So we go in that joint. We can get something out. It's a market. All right. We get everybody getting egg sandwiches. No, we don't even want that. Matter of fact, just give us a soda, some cashews, bag of chips. You know what y'all got? No, Raheem go right to the joint and go, get those. Yo, they classic.
What was it?
The Piggly Wigglies. So we like, do y'all got beef? They like, no. They look at us like we crazy. Like, beef? They like, beef.
What's beef?
I'm like, Raheem, they pork.
He said, I'm not from South Carolina.
He said
it was epic.
Everybody snap on him. Friend like, yo. You know what I mean? Oh, he with all Muslims down there. He gonna say, so what? I ain't Muslim. As soon as we say Raheem, they pork. And it's okay. We like, you right. But why was you asking questions all the way down when we was only an hour ride in, 2 hours in, 3 hours in? Yeah, you getting knowledge. No, Raheem, it's not that brothers go to jail.
He cracking up.
You know, that's just that the jail is the black man's and some people's university.
Yeah.
That's where you can get a chance to, get knowledge yourself and learn and read, And I hate to say it, some of you won't get educated and even get your GED unless you go to jail.
Yep, that's a fact.
While Raheem was getting top bleaked and getting all this good knowledge himself,
his stomach was bubbling. He wasn't that classy.
By the 4th hour, 5th hour, his stomach started bubbling. He got excited because Raheem went to South Carolina High, Myrtle Beach High. Raheem Strong told me that. I call Strong and put him on camera. So if you went to they middle school, they high school,
you from there.
You from Hey Deej, thank you, Deej. You from there. Like when he talking about, listen, this was funny.
12th grade, he said.
Raheem one of them boys.
He said he only went there for the 12th grade.
Lies. Raheem was there, right? He was on a basketball team there. Raheem never been past 5'6", not on duty. Height.
He go to what?
But then Fran made sense. No, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, bro.
Right.
In them years, bro, Raheem was the only minority. They had to put him on the team.
Look.
Raheem was the only black guy on Myrtle Beach. What year was that, Raheem? Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, Myrtle Beach High School. Look up the yearbook. You're going to see they put Raheem in there. Raheem was in that joint. He was the only black. I give Raheem props.
For real.
He was the only black. He was only black on a basketball team.
What's up?
No, because when we got down there.
Affirmative action, 1999.
No, listen, when we got down there, I was instantly, I couldn't believe that I got psyched out from hearing everybody like my guys that's in the cars. They go down to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina with the bike week and all that. So I'm like, all right, damn, we got a little trip. We'll get a couple condos. We got like 3 rooms back to back.
Right.
So we ended. We had a ball. We really had a ball. But it was
a wake up call as well.
My hand to God.
Listen,
I know I joke a lot.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what happened. And they almost got killed. Going out at night, 12, 1 o'clock at night. I said, yo, y'all better not be walking around. Why they got circled around on?
Oh, my
Y'all know,
God.
I swear to God, circled around on. I wish Shad was here to tell you the truth without making it as a joke. They had to fake like they had a gun.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, what you think you could walk around? This ain't South Street.
He said the white pickup truck.
You think you could walk around Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, trying to pick up on 8 white women?
Oh, my God.
What's wrong with you? But listen, no disrespect, because I know everybody down South Carolina ain't racist.
I just
but
said
what I experienced,
who took the weed pen.
what I experienced down there, it wasn't very friendly, and you felt weird. And then I seen.
You felt unwelcome.
But listen, and we
safe.
went. This was 5 years ago. We went 4 or 5 years ago. This was when all the
shit was going down.
Yeah, I swear. I instantly said to myself, like, EA, what did you just take these brothers into?
Oh, they disrespected the Eagles right here?
What did you just take these brothers into? Why did you take these brothers in? Because that was my fault. I swear, man. I will never. You can't give me $1,000 to go to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. You know how they do a timeshare? Go here and we'll give you $500. And you can get a.
They be on some other
You can't get me to go to Myrtle Beach. That's one place I will never, ever go. So, back to what we were saying. You cannot have an attribute of greatness and you still eat pork. Now, back in my days, my age, I get. We grew up. People used to always say, "Oh, what you Muslim?
What you a Muslim?
Oh, you a Muslim?
You a Muslim?
Oh, you a Muslim?
Oh, you got one of them Muslim.
Oh, you don't eat beef. Oh, you don't eat pork. Oh, you a Muslim?
Oh, I'm gonna eat this pork chop.
No, it has nothing to do with being a Muslim.
We going back with the Rough Riders and have fun.
You know what I'm saying? Stop eating things that can be harmful to you.
Did you hear?
First of all, I ain't paying Raheem no mind.
He wants you to go ride with the Rough Riders.
First of all, black people, minority people, if you have any black DNA in you, whatever you want to call it, because some of y'all smarter than me, so I gotta use black. Okay, we have a lot of melatonin in us, which melatonin is melanin.
Melatonin is the stuff that puts you to sleep.
Okay, melanin. Yeah. We have a lot of melanin in us, which melanin is like sodium. If you eat a lot of foods that have a lot of sodium in it,
you're gonna be salty.
You're gonna be salty. So why do we die from blood diseases, sickle cell anemia, high blood pressure?
Because the shit we eat.
Because of this.
We don't eat the diet.
Contaminated.
Yes.
You contaminate your motherfucking self. Keep eating chillins. Keep eating pig feet. Hog mugs, ham and cheese.
But on some real shit.
No, keep on eating.
The food that we eat and a lot of
sauce
is fucking genetically.
And you really nasty if you eat sauce.
Oh, my grandfather used to send me to the store.
You is nasty if you eat sauce.
It looked like somebody throwed it up and smashed it together, put it in a loaf and put it in the refrigerator.
Now, let me just say this. If you from back in the day and you still eat Spam, I understand.
Ooh, I ain't like it back then. Ooh.
No, Spam was that shit back in the day.
Listen,
I grew up on pork. I ain't gonna sit there and say that.
I
ain't gonna say I grew up down South Philly where all the Muslims was.
No, because we grew up on pork too, EA.
Oh, I'm just saying.
Stopped eating
like
pork.
I tell people, I ain't nothing about it.
Good job, Raheem. Good job. He said, I have stopped eating pork, and a moderate sodium intake keeps our melanin healthy.
What's a moderate? Moderate intake.
So not that much salt. He don't eat that much salt.
Oh, okay.
Moderate, just a little bit. In between. Not too much, not too little.
Well, salt is not that you can't have salt.
It's the kind of salt you use.
Right. Use Himalayan salt.
Use the pink Himalayan sea salt. Yeah, that's what I use.
I heard a doctor tell a friend of mine this. What kills you, what gives you high blood pressure is the sodium.
It's that white bleach.
It's the sodium in the salt that makes your blood spike. Mm-hmm. If you use Himalayan, it don't have sodium in it.
Right.
Himalayan, sea salt, pink salt.
That stuff that come from the sea.
Yeah, it come from the sea.
Cause they got those baths over in like.
But honestly, just use garlic powder.
Right, he gonna say like, no, I use pink salt. Yes, it's very good.
Yeah, it is.
I buy it out of like Marshalls and TJ Maxx when they have all that little stuff.
You catch it on sale. You get it out of Marshalls, TJ Maxx, and all that. Yeah, I love to go in. I go Marshalls. I love. I find all my coffees, my pumpkins.
Yes.
They be cheap, the little coffee.
Stuff.
Yeah. Like, that's the best part of going in there.
I love that.
The best part of waking up is coffee in your cup.
Because I get up every morning and have coffee, and I don't even want you to
At what age was the first time you had coffee?
So I had probably had coffee when I was like 3.
Damn, your mom.
My grandma.
She didn't give you no damn free lives, but she gave you coffee.
My grandma used to have.
Come on, homie.
No, my grandmother, not my mom. My mom ain't.
Oh,
really
your grandma.
Yeah. She drank coffee.
Was it Sanka or Maxwell?
It was Maxwell House. Okay, it was Maxwell House, and I had like my grandmother used to have. You know how back in the day they had the cups with the saucer.
Yeah.
So my grandmother had me one. And mine was small.
Oh, with your dial, so she didn't give it to you in your little dial house?
She gave me my cup and my little porcelain because I had my own little dishes.
Yeah, I used to play with them Jones with
I
my
was
little
a
cousins.
spoiled little kid. I had
my
a
little cousins had all
recliner
them little dishes
shit.
and all that. I thought they was neat. We was putting
Everything.
food and all them
bacon and eggs on
The
it.
easy bake ovens. I used to be mad. When we ran out of cake, we used
like a light
flour
bulb.
and water. Them Jones was good as shit.
That was disgusting.
You got an easy bake oven, pup? I want some of that cake.
Flour and salt light bulb fucking cake. Okay.
No, hey, if you had a cousin
Jim.
and she had an easy bake oven.
I had an easy bake oven.
Yo,
and
that
guess
was
what? The cake tastes like a fucking light bulb that's cooking the bitch.
You make the easy bake oven. You make the cake, and we're going to wash my race car.
Just think about it.
Tyco Night Glow.
Think about all the chemicals we was eating in that easy bake.
No,
it was the hot ass light
With a light bulb
that made the
food.
cake fucking cook. And then we ate the shit. Electricity, fucking light bulbs.
That's all right. Shit. Damn, you just exposed. We did. It was the light bulb in that joint. Because when the light bulb, we used to just go get one of them little waters, put the light bulb from out the lamp. Who got my damn lamp up? Light bulb on my lamp.
Open that bitch up, put the light in there.
Boy, light bulbs ain't last, boy.
But it had to be a little teeny, listen, I ate that easy bake oven shit plenty of days.
What was a good, another fun,
know what I had? Another fun toy? I had the green machine spin out.
You ain't had no green machine.
Yes,
I never forget when I had the green machine.
Lift the thing up,
when I got the green machine, I was a. Listen, I remember when I got the Tyco Night Glow.
I had 2 big wheels.
And the Mickey Mouse turnover choo choo.
Oh, I know what I had. I had the first of all, I had a recliner. The shit went back and everything. I had a recliner. Listen, I had a red leather recliner, okay, with a toy chest to match. But I had
we ain't had no furniture till my aunt passed away.
Oh yeah, I had. Look, my furniture.
We got some furniture after that. We had leather furniture with the plastic.
How about my furniture? My leather recliner was the best piece of furniture in the motherfucking house.
Glass tables we used to do with vinegar and water. Wasn't no Windex.
He said his first boom box. Oh, I remember my first boom box. It had.
Oh, you was a young boy.
It had 2
cassettes.
It had 2 cassettes, and you get the tape Lady B when she was on AM.
Yes.
You get the tape, so because
you gotta put the tissue in the top of the tape cassette, break the Johns out.
Listen, and then that's what I used to do because I was a hip hop junkie, so I love rap, so I need to know all the words to all the songs. So I gotta play it, and then I gotta stop it, write the words down, play it, stop it, write the words. Then when I go to school,
you a hip hop junkie?
Wrong.
I'm gonna test you right now. I'm gonna stop and you gonna finish.
All right, go.
I hip hop, I hip it to the hip it hip hop, I hip it don't stop the back to the bang bang boogie, up jump the boogie to the rhythm to the boogie to beat.
Now what you hear is not a test. I'm rapping to the beat. And then me, my crew, and my friends, we're going to try to move your feet.
All right, one more. all right, you got that one. All right, let me see if I can pick another one. Because I'll be watching Shazam. That John
I love it.
We got to do that.
You told me to watch it, and I did. And I liked it.
I ain't going to lie. Mm-hmm. All right, let me see if I can do another John. What people do
for money. What people that's easy.
All right. The Bubble Bunch.
Rockin' to
the Bubble Bunch. The Bubble Bunch.
Rockin' to the beat.
Listen,
y'all think it's a
that
game.
was one of my favorite block party songs. I swear I know I was a young boy. When I used to walk, I felt like I was an adult.
Listen,
I never forget
the block parties. Was
when I used to be able to come around to when I used to play that, because all I used to do is just walk around.
Right.
I never forget because and tell Kevin and I never forget when they used to let me sit on the U-Haul truck. Right. I never forget that moment too.
Homemade mixtapes and pause the commercial.
Oh my goodness,
listen,
man.
My family, I lived around people that was DJs. So like my uncles, my dad brothers, they had 2 turntables, all the stereo. They listen to all stuff, Devil Woman, all I know all like old fucking music. See, you gotta listen to that's like a rock song. That was like before hip hop was getting real big. We listened to a lot of other people's music. You know what I'm saying? So they listen like the Fat Larry Band and
Fat
so
Larry's
I
band.
listened to a whole bunch of stuff because my uncles played music all the time. It was always music. At my house, my stepfather had turntables and all that. So we always listened to music. So rap music was it. Like my mom, everything. The Treacherous 3, before Kool Moe Dee went to by himself, all that. I mean, like all that. So that was the stuff. Maestro. I was telling Fran today, me and Fran, I called him just to check on her.
We're gonna rock that mountain to the T.O.P.
We got to talk about hip hop. I said, Fran, see, I'm coming from the time when I ain't know about no hooks, because Maestro went on for like 15 fucking minutes. He never stopped.
Went on for like half hour.
I ain't hear that one, but I know
Kool Moe Dee is part of Treacherous 3.
I know, but I never heard him go on for half an hour.
So everybody around the nation, I'm going to give you some inspiration, around the nation. I already feel my obligation to send you on a little vacation, and he don't need no. You don't know it.
I don't know it, but I don't know Maestro like that. I don't know Maestro like that. I know some of the words.
No, some hip hop heads, singing that shit.
When it come on, I might get a little. You can skip a little because that was a long ass song. Like, I mean, just to be able to pull 12 minutes straight.
Right. No, you're right. No, you absolutely. All the hip hop songs was long.
12 minutes straight.
How long was the Maestro song? It ain't say. Oh, I brought up something else.
The Maestro rap, you gotta say, because it's the Maestro was like Italian music. But that's what I'm saying. That's what I was telling her.
That's dope.
Yeah, because me and him.
Everybody around the nation.
I told Fran.
But I'm gonna keep it real. I like new school music.
I like a lot of the new
school though.
I like a lot of the new school music too. But what I told Fran is a lot of the stuff that made me love hip hop is really not in the music no more. It's not really there because when we learned about hip hop. He said it was 7 minutes. When we learned about hip hop, hip hop first came out, it was a story of people telling what was going on really where we was at.
Right,
but the stuff that people didn't see. And it taught us a lot. And we learned a lot. We learned a lot about New York from hip hop. Just like people learned a lot about Philly and other inner cities from hip hop. It was a way for us to it was a way for people to get a message out, but it had a beat too.
That is true.
And now a lot of the music that should be played, it's not that it ain't out there. The radio don't give a lot of that stuff airplay. I was listening.
They played it wrong. They played
because listen to Run DMC. They had catchy beats, but like Run DMC said, like DMC said on the interview, he said when the kids heard me say I went to St. John's University, they start asking like, "You went to college?" Like he's like, and like they wanted to go to school. He said so when we rapping and we talking about school and teaching kids things, that makes the kids want to do that. So just like when they hear somebody talk about killing, and me and Fran was talking, he was like, you know what, you right, because like my first rap music, it had that, because that's what you're exposed to. That's what you see. But he grow. You have to grow.
Kids do what they see. Yes. Kids mimic what they see. That is the absolute truth. So
you grow. But I hate that, self-destruction. Like I hate that they took that element out of hip-hop and they really don't let the kids hear it. Because we loved it, and I'm sure if the kids heard catchier music like that, they would love it too. And that's why.
What do you think about walking around drinking beers? Or walk around drinking wine in a bag.
Well, I don't
drinking,
know.
period.
I mean, I think it's a matter of choice.
No, you don't think the kids get influenced that way?
Well, yeah, but they don't mean nothing. Like I knew had people.
What about smoking weed or smoking cigarettes out in front of kids?
But this is the thing: if you're only going to do what you was going to do anyway.
No, but you could be influenced.
Because listen, because I had people around me that did all kinds of stuff. That don't mean what it did.
I'm talking about as a child.
As a child.
Like, I started smoking cigarettes because my mom used to always be having them Johns. Even on TV, us watching television, we always wanted to smoke a cigarette.
Because they made, see the
they
thing
made it like it was cool.
They made it was like it was cool because that was the way they was selling. That was the lobbyists. See, that go back to the politics.
Let me ask you another question, Chef. Let me ask you another question. Where did the what do you call them? Not the T-shirt. Where did the undershirt? Where do you think the undershirt came from?
The wife beater.
Yeah.
From people beating that's what the men used to wear when they beat their wives. That's what most of the men wore when they beat their wives. They had them on. That's why they call him a wife beater. The camel and Colt 45, Billy D. And how about Billy D. Williams was a Jehovah Witness?
He was one of the first ones.
He was a Jehovah Witness.
But no, I swear.
He probably didn't even drink.
I was in Bloomingdale's, Florida, and trying to get the Polo Johns a little cheap. So they like, why do guys just want Polo? I'm like, cause if we chilling, and you know, and you go to take off your clothes, you just got on a wife beater. Right. I said, you just got on a wife beater. You still dripping, but we was having a good conversation with some folks, and the white people eyes looked at me when I said wife beater. I said, oh, that's what we call it, a wife beater. Then I felt myself explaining it, and I really sounded fucked up. Like, who the hell got us calling these Jones wife beaters? We used to call them tank tops. They are not wife beaters. They are tank tops.
They're actually called A shirts. That is the correct
We go back to tank tops. Fuck all that.
Tank tops.
We not beating our wives up, bro.
It sound like
no wife beaters. No. Whoop Spanish fly ass.
Spanish fly. That's my boy.
No wife beaters.
No
tank tops.
Beaters.
No, you would have been laughing the hardest. I said, I really felt, yeah, I did. Because I'm explaining them, the wife beaters.
You know the one your dad had on when he beat your mama.
Now, you know, goddamn well it wasn't the Europeans in the movies whooping on that woman. It was that black boy, and he was just like this. Black boy just like this. Who the hell are you talking to, Betty?
On that movie,
shut the hell up.
Remember that movie with Farrah Fawcett, The Burning Bed? Her husband had a straight up wife beater.
He had a wife beater.
Every time he whipped her ass, he had on one.
I gotta find out, what is the origin of a tank top? Hold on. What is the origin of a tank top?
Too hot for long sleeves, but so your back won't get sunburned.
According to Wikipedia, it is named after tank suits, one-piece bathing suits of the 1920s worn in tanks or swimming pools. The upper garment is worn commonly by both men and women.
Look at him with the broad john on. Yo! Look with the cigarette. He was cool as
that don't look like he got nipples.
But oh no, he got it ripped. He on his cool.
Yo, Jimmy Dean.
Look up. Yeah, it looked like Jimmy Dean. Yo, look up the origin of tank tops, aka wife beaters. The name, it came from tank suits. One-piece bathing suits of the 1920s.
All right, ask him why they call them wife beater.
All right.
Says Google, know every damn thing.
Why do they call tank tops wife beaters?
According to Goza Towels, these waifs who lost their armor would be left with nothing to protect them except a thin, chainmail undershirt. Because of the circumstances soldiers would find themselves in when this was the only protection they had left, they began to call these undershirts waif beaters.
Oh, damn! Yo!
Wow.
Damn! No, that is dope! Yo!
They call them waif beaters.
I wish I would have known that. No, my white friends. No. They are really waif beaters.
And your people named it that, not us.
Not us. Damn it, I felt like I was being all too ebonic.
You said from cops. They had them on all the show, from the cops.
Yeah, but this is back in the 1920s. This is before cops.
Yep. See?
Damn, you learn that's crazy.
I'm still trying to figure out how Google know everything. That's a story for another.
Because that's crazy.
Put that in there.
Yo. And gave you the source. So a source is after that branded it.
Bunch of them.
Damn. Yo, they branded wife beater 1947.
It's branded. You hear that?
Yo. Look, they were styling boys with them Jones. Look, he put the dirt and everything on it.
Y'all probably can't see it. But
yo, you got to Google it. That's interesting, though.
He got the little.
Yeah, Google, he styled them.
He said Google is the feds, right?
Oh, what?
Wow.
Shut up.
Who is James
Google
Harper?
is the feds.
Look at Arnold Schwarzenegger.
It's not nigga.
Nigga.
It's Arnold
Nigga.
Schwarzenegger. See, don't do that because look, even when
I'll be
Arnold became Republican, I was kind of mad at Arnold, but
well, guess what?
I got Republican friends.
It's our time, and in the words of Arnold, I'll be back. We'll be
Listen,
back.
well, listen,
We'll be
Arnold.
back.
I like Arnold.
Yes,
I
we'll
do.
be back. Thank
And
you
we'll
for
be
tuning in to
back.
WillPower UnSurfaced. Stay tuned for Spanish Fly and DJ Pooh G's when they doing their tunnel bangers, and we will see you guys next week.